Hey, Jasmine, how's it going?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Excited now that we have you on the show with us. So, we just mentioned your mother's battle with breast cancer. You were very transparent about that, even saying at the BET Awards that she's in remission now. So, we want to check in and see how she's doing first and foremost.
Yeah, she's doing amazing. She's actually here with me right now, and we're really blessed to be able to have gotten through um, experiencing breast cancer, and so now I'm really focused on just trying to help anybody else who's going through this situation. And so that's why it was really important for me to partner with Novartis and More Than Just Words so that I can help my sisters, man. I'm really about my sisters, and I have conversations with them all the time via social media and even with my projects and my music. So this is just an extension of that and making sure that we get to live full lives. So that's where I'm at right now.
All right. You shared too that you part of kind of standing in solidarity with your mom as she was dealing with breast cancer was that you even changed your diet. You became vegan. So are you two both still vegan, or where does that stand?
Yeah, we're still vegan. We're holding on. It's definitely an everyday process, but we feel so good with our new lifestyle changes and just trying to be healthy overall. And yeah, I'm really happy that we decided to do that, and it's helped me with just clarity in my mind and my body feels better than it used to. So yeah, we're still holding on.
All right. And you have so much
No.
going on that I'm sure it helps to be at your best. You have had a huge year, just so much going on, new albums. You kind of kicked off this year performing at the Super Bowl. So we want to talk to you about that experience and a little bit about the diversity that's being pushed right now. We just heard about the lineup for this year's show, which is super diverse for halftime. Do you think that NFL is doing enough when it comes to diversity? Does it help that they have, performers of color every year now?
I love that they have performers of color. Obviously, it's not enough just to have performers performing of color. There's obviously more work to be done in all areas of our lives, and that's one of the discussions that we have with Novartis and More Than Just Words is closing the health disparities. And trying to figure that out. And it's obviously conversations that are deeper than just one time talking about it, but Um, we are really committed with More Than Just Words to keep having those conversations and figure out how we can make everything better. And so, yeah, I mean, we have to keep having the conversations to move forward. Definitely.
Okay. Well, you mentioned a little bit earlier in the interview just some of the conversations that you have with your friends or family or your girlfriends. What do those conversations look like? How do they come about?
We just text each other and we talk about whatever it is that we're going through. So with my mom being diagnosed with breast cancer, the conversation obviously of have you had your mammograms yet? Are you looking into that came up? And it's really just about finding a space where you can be as vulnerable as possible. And so that's what we do when we're on the phone. We tell each other everything because we are each other's support system, and that's so important is to have support. And that's what I want to create right now is just to let Black women know that you're not alone. We all are experiencing these things and we need to support each other so that, we can be our best.
Well, we certainly appreciate your vulnerability and sharing that. You're such a huge name in music and a huge celebrity. So when someone like you speaks out and is transparent, it really helps so many people, I'm sure. Speaking of kind of telling everybody things, Hotels, right? Your latest album, that was a really raw project. A lot of people calling it your big comeback. We want to talk about that if that's okay, and just the process of making that album coming out of a pandemic and the crazy times that we're in.
Yeah, definitely. So the project concept was really about my real life, having these conversations with my girlfriends, with my mom, my aunties, women that I love and look up to, and just wanting to share that and share those very special experiences. And it was a lot to ask of those women to kind of put themselves out there like that, but like I just said, being vulnerable is so much strength in being vulnerable. And, you know, when I put those tales out there, so many women responded to it in such a positive way. And so I'm so glad that we are able to have this community where we share common experiences and we can talk to each other about it. And that's what we need to do for every aspect of our lives, and especially health. We have to keep having these conversations and talk to each other. Like, girl, checking up on each other, making sure we're doing everything that we need to do, you know, with our diets or with, you know, physical activity, making sure that we get to the hospitals and that we get our mammograms and we get our checkups, and just having a sisterhood.
Right. I feel like if you're transparent in one area of your life, it helps you be transparent in other areas like your health or fitness or finances or whatever you have going on, right? Just having that open book policy with your friends and family is good. We want to ask you, is there a possible tour coming up, a hotels tour? We know we saw maybe some things about a deluxe version of the album. Can you share any details?
I am in the studio working now. The tour, that's a tricky subject. Now I love tour. I love going on tour. I love singing, and I can't wait to tour this project. We are being very careful about COVID and making sure that everybody is safe, myself and everybody who will be at the actual venue. So we're taking our time with that and just trying to make sure that it aligns with everybody's safety.
Okay, Jasmine, we're standing by for that. It sounds promising, though, what you just said. So we are waiting impatiently for details on the tour and also maybe a gospel album. We saw some things online about that possibly,
Oh,
too.
okay, maybe, maybe.
Maybe. All right, stay tuned. Well, Jasmine, thank you so much for your time. We know you're so busy, and we really appreciate you coming on Morning Hike.